PizzaFellas podcast right here, the hottest in the world.
It's a PizzaFellas podcast. Turn your speakers up, we better have a blast. Grab a drink, fill a glass, light a cigar, come on, let's make it last. Pizza Talk with Sal and Joe, Oliver, Antonio. Pizza stories, they gon' tell us. Let's have some fun with the PizzaFellas.
What's going on, guys? Hey, PizzaFellas here, back with episode 12. PizzaFellas podcast, episode 12. Remember, guys, we're on YouTube and Spotify. Subscribe. When you go on YouTube, watch our video. Juice Man, Justin Corsa from Enter.net. He does a great job with that video, editing it. So it's a great watch. Go on YouTube, subscribe. And if you're on Spotify, follow and hit that ring, the bell button, I believe it is on Spotify, and then you can reach us on all our social media platforms. Shout out to a couple of our sponsors quick.
Which is Franco's Pizza, Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, 570-822-2168. Franco, fuck me. Rosa and Filippo Bellia. Since 1975. Go see them. Then we got Pocono Brewing Company, as I always say, Swiftwater by the Tannersville by the Crossings, and the other one is Lehigh Valley Mall. Jean-Luc Vital and his family, great people. Go see them. Great beer, we have it there, and great wine. T&Y Construction, our good friend Tony. No job too big, no job too small. I'm sorry, Tony, I just narrowed it down a little bit like that. Go see him if you need a toilet installed or a garage door, right? This fucking asshole. Lehigh Valley Pizza Shops, Oliver, I hope you fucking choke on an oyster tonight.
He's in Florida. He's at a convention.
You cocksucker. And Internet, which is juice.
That's our sponsors.
There we go. Well, let's start off. Let's take a shot. Cheers. Salute.
Podcast 12.
Podcast 12 to our new guest here. All right, guys.
All right.
So we got us.
Who's our guest?
I'm going to introduce.
Introduce yourself.
Antonio Flora, Sal Ruffino, Joe Ruffino.
Joe Ruffino, Big Sexy, Biagio Pizzeria in the house.
Juice.
Hi, I'm Rosie from Palace Pizza.
Vinny G, Palace Pizza.
So
How you doing?
We got Palace Pizza in the house, 3690 Lehigh Street, Whitehall, PA, 18052, 610. Actually, Vinny corrected me on this. I was fucking wrong on this. So it's 610-433-8190, right, Vin?
Yes, sir.
Since 1985. Their father, Dominic, God bless the dead, started it in 85 and unfortunately passed away in 2021. And Rosie and Vinny took over a tremendous spot on, actually basically thrown into it. He was a
Valley icon.
He's a Valley. I knew him.
Dominic was.
Joe knew him. I don't know if Sal knew him.
Yeah,
he was a great guy.
He was a great guy. He was
shooter too. Straight shooter. You knew where you stood with him.
He was from Sciacca, Palermo, Provincia di Palermo, at Sciacca.
Sicily.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, tell us your story. How you got into it?
When did your dad come here? How did it all come about that they left Sciacca?
Well, it was hard. It was hard over there.
Just talk into the mic, Vin.
They were living outside, you know what I mean, behind a little wall. And my grandfather came here, maybe like Dad was 10 years old. 50, yeah, like 62 or 63, like that. He came here. He was looking for work.
So he came. Did family call him to come?
No, he came here.
He was able to just
make a better life.
Okay.
Because you got my father, Dominic Galuzzo, and then his two sisters, which I don't want to name, and my grandmother, and it was just rough over there. My grandfather had he was affiliated, so he came over here, and he bought a.
Where did he come to when he got here? What?
New York, 18th Avenue.
Did they have family there?
His brother came over here then, and everybody started coming over. You know what I mean?
So he was how old? Did you say 10 years old?
My father was 10 years old.
So he gets here to the U.S.
Yeah.
And your grandfather's here. What's your grandfather doing?
So he's looking for work, and he ended up he got some money from somebody. Back then it was hard to go to the banks when you're from over there.
Yeah, that's how it worked back in those days.
So he got some money, bought a big like a huge building that had about 10 apartments upstairs, you know.
In Brooklyn.
He got some good money from some good guys.
Yeah, so he fucking, he got this building, and in the bottom was a storefront. He cut hair, you know, and he cut everybody's hair. I mean, he had John Gotti in there, everybody, no joke, you know. And, you know, but this was after the fact, you know, because when they first came here, and then they came to him about the taxes, they wanted their taxes.
Yes.
Kabish,
yeah, I kabish.
So they wanted their taxes, and he didn't want, my grandfather didn't want to pay that. He didn't believe in it. You know what I mean? So they burned his fucking building down, you know?
Oh, we had another guest on that happened to.
You got to start playing ball then. You know what I mean? What are you going to do? You know what I mean? So you started playing
So the building burns down. What's the next step?
Rebuild
the building. Any insurance on the building at the time? Of course.
Honestly, I couldn't.
But he was able to rebuild it.
They were able to get another one, you know, close by. And, you know, he had my grandfather, his parents. So my great-grandparents, his parents. Yeah, my great-grandparents, they lived upstairs in the first apartment.
Your grandparents, you mean, not your great-grandparents.
No, because this was my grandfather.
Oh,
his grandfather
came here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was his parents.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So they lived in an apartment up there, which my great-grandfather was ruthless, okay? And, you know, it was rough, you know, they were rough, you know.
So they rebuild the building. Do they open up a storefront?
Cooperate. Business is booming. You know what I mean?
Right.
Rent all the fucking apartments out, you know what I mean? Cutting hair from morning to night. This guy used to leave at 6 o'clock in the morning, didn't come home till 9 o'clock
And during this time, what was your dad doing? Helping him in the barbershop?
So my father was, he started with his own thing. He went to school. He was getting made fun of, you know, back then with the Italians with the greasy skin and the big nose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Grease. And he got himself. Go ahead.
Well, when he was about 10 years old, when he started his hustle, actually.
Okay.
And he would shine shoes, he would deliver groceries, sell T-shirts out the back of a trunk, did construction.
And still going to school doing this?
Yeah, but
school was never, I know. It wasn't important. You got to make money.
He spent his time playing soccer when they were at school. Like, he went to the soccer field. He didn't care about.
He was very good at soccer. Very good. But he was state champion.
When
he
was 16 is when he found his love for pizza. That was it. And that unfortunately, when he was that age, is when he was out on his own. Like, he had to fend for himself, and that's where he became. And
so now, did he start a pizza shop or start working for a pizza?
He started working. He moved over here to Philadelphia. He was working, but then he started. He met this guy, which I don't want to say his name, but it's my mom's uncle. Sorry, he was into pizzas too. You know what I mean?
In Philly.
In
Philadelphia. Yeah. So,
and he's 16 to 18 years old?
My father was 16.
When he first started, though, he started in New York, I believe, and you start from the bottom. He was a dishwasher.
Yeah.
And he worked his way up.
He was working. Yeah.
And then he became a pizza man, and then from there is when he
So
started.
by 18, he was making pizzas, you're saying? And
He owned
16.
16, okay.
Yeah, 16, he was doing pies.
Yeah.
Then he met my uncle in Philadelphia from New York. Because they lived in New York. You know, so he came over here, and he got into a pizzeria with one of my uncles, and then, you know, shit went south, blah, 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 this and that. Then he came over here.
Do you remember the name of that pizza shop?
I don't.
All right.
Not from in Philadelphia. I don't remember that one. I remember then it was a Luca's Pizza in the mall. So he went there.
It's in Philly?
Luca's Pizza was in the Whitehall Mall.
So he leaves
Philadelphia.
And he comes up here.
So he left Philadelphia. You know, he was working with my uncle. Then he came up here because it was an opportunity. And they went in, you know, and then, you know, everything was going good, you know.
So in Philly, he met somebody who knew the Luca Pizza brand.
He met my mom's uncle. So, yeah, so they already were doing it.
Because you realize how big Luca was.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Luca was spread over many states.
Yeah.
And in those days, we talked about this before, there was only a handful of pizzerias like Luca and different ones that were that sort.
Yeah.
Dino's.
Asbaros.
That could get in these malls.
Yeah.
And then they would look for pizza guys to be the managers on it, and they cut a piece and stuff.
Yeah.
So now Whitehall Mall has the Lucas.
So they had the Lucas, you know, he went in and, you know.
So what year is this, Vin?
I want to say like early 80s.
Early
No,
80s.
how are you?
Yeah.
So
early
right,
80s.
right before.
That was right before the Palace Pizza. That's when he was in Lucas Pizza, and so he was saving money. My father,
Was he running the Lucas in Lehigh Valley Mall too?
he was.
So he was
part
taking
that.
care of both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, your dad was legendary with the counter.
Yeah.
Like, it was. I mean, honestly, honest to God, he really. And
It's
I'll
still
tell
in
you
my
what,
head,
the
Joe. It's
Lehigh
still in my
Valley
head.
Mall place, that Lucas in Lehigh Valley Mall. I mean, I don't think they ever stopped making pizza all fucking day.
It was busy. It was busy.
The place was
Yeah.
packed.
I mean,
every fucking day.
Back then, the pizzeria owners, they had like a couple $100,000 just saved in a little shoebox. under
Yeah,
the bed, you know what I mean? You hide it in the box of tomatoes. That was back then. How long ago? You can't.
It was a whole different time.
You don't get away with that no more.
How many
It's
years
different.
then? So he's up here. He's running Whitehall Luca. He's running Lehigh Valley Mall Luca. How many years then? What happened that transferred him out of that brand that was still going after him
So it was busy.
and made him go to Palace? What occurred?
This is what happened. Is he was busy. My uncle, like I said, my mom's uncle, who he met. There's an opportunity. I don't recall what came up that was for the opportunity, but everybody had to give like $25,000. Back then that's a lot of money. Kabisha,
Back then, that's got to be about $250K.
You know what I'm saying? So, they got screwed for the money. They got screwed. Hey, it's just fucking business. You know what I mean? What are you gonna do?
So-
it happens.
Somebody is offering him something, a piece of whatever's going on,
and it fell through.
and it fell through with all
It fell
these
through.
operations.
Yeah.
So it was like tough shit. It's
It
what
was like-
keep staying here. You're gonna
And
make money.
it's
You'll make it up.
business. It's business. It was nothing personal. What are you gonna do? You know what I
Right.
mean? And that's how, from there on out, that's how he became so calloused.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
And that's
he
what
became a
forced him
fucking
then-
Shark. You know what I'm saying?
So what year? So what? 84. Then that happened. You
In
say
84, that was like maybe 82.
So now he's
83.
working at Lucas, but he has his bad feeling.
Yeah. So then I was born 84. So right after I was born, that's when somebody called them with there's where we are now. There was nothing over there. Nothing.
No, it
Was it a
empty.
strip mall or was it a lone
It's
building?
in a strip.
No,
it's
same
in-
building.
It was
Yeah.
that's the same,
Yeah,
same
same
building
building.
since the
Same
80s.
structure.
Yes, we're
same
still
structure.
staying there. Yep.
I mean, it looks older when you go up to it, but it's still
it's been there for a long
it's
time.
been
I mean,
there.
it's strong. Strong building.
But
it's
up
been
that
there a
way,
long
there was
time,
nothing
you know what I
going
mean?
on.
But he had,
But there was nothing there.
Was
Hold
the
on,
skate
wait.
rink there?
The skate rink was there. That was the
Yeah.
only thing that was there. You know what I mean?
What were you going to say, Rosie?
in the beginning of Palace, he did have a couple other partners, but it just didn't work out. And my dad didn't want to give up on it. My dad knew, like, it was hard in the beginning. Like, they weren't making any money. It was just him and my mom then at one point. And my dad wasn't going to give it up. He
No,
knew.
he's
So
relentless.
they
So-
struggled in the
Knew.
beginning.
Oh, yeah, they
So
struggled.
would you say for what, from 85 to what, like 90 maybe?
Oh man.
Yeah, probably.
So they went
But
through it and your dad
nope,
just
my
stuck
dad bought the other people out, and
Little by little.
little by little,
and
made
then
his
it
business
was
grow.
he just did it day and night. There was days he was sleeping there. He was
Was
under
he
the-
selling beer from the beginning or no?
No.
He brought that in later.
Yeah.
So you guys have liquor in there?
No, we have beer. We
Just
have a
beer.
beer license.
Just beer,
We sell-
yeah.
You have a bar?
We have a bar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. It's two of you, right? Or
Yeah, me and her, my mom, silent.
it's just two kids?
No,
Yeah, well,
we
was
have a
three
brother.
kids. My brother, he does heat and air conditioning.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
This wasn't
Yeah.
for him. It's not
Yeah.
for everybody.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just, he wanted.
He's there to help if we need him.
He's older than you
always there.
guys.
No, he's the baby.
Oh, he's the baby. Okay.
Yeah.
So at what point
always
your
there,
father's there, and then he decides to get the beer? Like, did it change when he got the beer and
So-
did the 6-packs and started to show people the counter?
To be honest with you, Joe,
You were young,
our food business has always been crazy. You know what I mean?
right?
But then you brought, the beer came in and stuff, and it helps out, you know what I mean? Because, eventually you started building it up. But, yeah, we got the beer license.
But I have to say, your father, from what I could recall, because you know what, I'm going to give a shout out to this guy, Joey Marino, which was good.
Yeah,
friends.
yeah, Joe Marino.
So Joey used to always talk about your old man
Yeah.
and his unique ideas
They were
with
good
how,
friends.
but how he used the beer, the 6-pack, the 12-pack, like,
Yeah.
and he brought people in.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, especially Sunday sales, because back then
Yeah.
you had to go to the pizza shops.
Yeah.
So he became known for his counter. He became known for the beer. He became for a unique niche that really there wasn't a lot of guys
I mean,
using that. Because he was in our year. I had a beer license too, and he would say to me, "You gotta do like Dominic's doing over there."
Back in the day, in the 90s, he used to tell the delivery drivers. He used to say, like this Grubhub and DoorDash and all this now. He used to tell like the kids that were working, you should start your own little company. Just pick up all the deliveries in the Valley, pay and deliver them, and make your own percentage on it. He used to say this back in the 90s. You know what I mean?
What, to the drivers delivering the beer?
Yeah, no, like to the drivers, like one driver picking up all the deliveries in the Valley and delivering them for people.
Like pizza delivery?
Yeah, just
like the concept of DoorDash and Grubhub. He was talking about it in the 90s, but nobody at that time could even fathom, think about it, except your father.
So he's telling the drivers that you should deliver for
me. He was ahead of his
time.
He was ahead of his time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He was very intelligent,
Yeah.
He knew business, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, I could say your father knew how to get people to come in and lean on a bar.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Yeah. He knew how to put a combo together.
He was good with words, you know what I mean?
Now, did you guys, at that time, in like the mid-90s, you had the bar at that time?
Well, you just had half the store at one time. You didn't have that whole side. You just had a smaller bar, right?
Yeah, mid-90s. I think the early, mid-90s.
So would you guys sell slice specials with the bar? Like dollar slices?
Whatever.
And he had all that stuff?
He had all kinds of shit going on.
Man, he had a little machine in the front of the store, a race car machine that if you won, you get a free slice of pizza. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
But you could go in there.
People are just pumping money in it.
I remember when he was doing it, when he did the construction at Palace. All right, that was coming. We, your father and me, I mean, I always had a lot of respect for him. But when he finally then took over that other store, and then he was doing the bar and how he had the wall up and all, because the bar went into the wall, if I'm not correct.
Yeah, that's before we took on the third side. We only had the two sides.
Right, you had the two sides. But the amazing thing of it is you could go in there and see, like, bar with standing room only. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's over there. Your father's just leading the pack.
He tried a lot of different things. Like in the beginning, like when I was little. So I don't really remember a lot of things like in the late '80s, early '90s because I wasn't.
So in the '90s, were you guys working there or no?
Oh, yeah. I've been working since I'm about 9 years old.
All right.
You know what I mean? I've been rolling dough, you know what I mean? I was always there.
Yeah, well, we were always there. We were born and raised
always there.
Like, we were there all the time. So we did whatever. Like, what my kids do now. They'll go to
school, come home.
Or, fill a cooler or whatever,
You're born into
it.
You know what I mean? You're born into it,
Yep.
It's the lifestyle.
And he had multiple pizzerias, you know what I mean? He had one in Reading. He had Walnut Port. I mean, he had them everywhere, you know what I mean? And then, like, Palace was always the baby.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like he'd put me. One time we had a pizzeria in Walnut Port.
Whereabouts?
It's called Soprano's Pizza now.
Yeah.
We had him on last week.
Yeah,
Okay, so that used to be our spot.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But he eventually sold it because we had to come back to over there. You know what I mean? Like it was just
it was rough going back and forth.
Like
and
the takeout is crazy over there. You know what I mean? It's just and we needed to be there. You know what I mean? So he would sell it.
Spots.
And
how many different spots did he have? So he had there.
We had one inside Crocodile Rock.
Yeah.
We had one inside Crocodile Rock.
Yeah, you were there with, yes, I forgot about that.
Over in Emmaus Avenue.
Which was what?
Do you know where
Emmaus Avenue, right where by Fountain Hill. There used to be like Ennemann's over there.
Yeah, Ennemann's Bakery.
We were, you know what I'm talking about?
They called it the Bermuda Triangle of pizza shops, though, because
right where the bakery is over there, Valos?
Where Valos Bakery is? Or?
No.
Ennemann's
is up further by Lee. That's by Jerry.
You know, like if you're going up.
That's Primo's
Avenue,
Pizza.
It might be Primo.
Yeah,
it might be Primo now.
Yeah.
You might be right.
It's been so long.
Across the street, there's like apartment buildings and all that.
Yeah, just like a bunch of fucking retards across the street.
Yeah.
I think I was 17.
I was
about 17 when we had that.
I had this girl ODing in the fucking bathroom when I was working there. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? You know what I mean? I had to drag her outside, call the cops. I'm like, dude, she's got her kid sitting in the booth eating a slice of fucking pizza. No joke.
Come on.
Story.
What the fuck?
Fucking shit.
Yeah, the South Side is little.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
That's
Actually, it was sad to see. You know what I mean? It was.
It is sad to see. It was sad to see.
Like Vinny got moved around a lot. Like he was in all the pizza shops, but my dad would never take me out of Whitehall. He says, "You don't leave this store."
And another woman making pizza.
Yeah.
You know, which is an honor to have on because
Oh, you can sling some pies? Good for you.
Oh, yeah. I watched it when I was over there talking. We were hanging out. She's over there making pizza.
Ashley said to me
She
she
does
wants to make
everything that
pizza.
got to get done. You know what I mean? Everything that got to get done, she does. You know what I mean?
That's good.
It's
No, you
hard
need to
because
She
know.
told me
can't
today.
Find the people in that area. So
Wait till she comes out.
Cook. I got to be the cook. She's got to be the pizza guy. I got to be the pizza guy. It's like, you know, we work together, you know, on the counter, the bar, you know. It's non-stop running 14 hours a day. You know what I mean? 6 days a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, listen, that we're going to get more into this story. We're going to try the pizza next, and then we'll go into, you know, the later years. You guys, I know you started, but like your later years as you get older, families, and then also the time, you know, during COVID, all that stuff happened.
Oh,
and
yeah.
what your experience
it's
was
chaos, huh?
getting into the business and not having, you know, a role model father around like that. Yeah. But anyways, we're going to try the pizza. Take a shot when we get back. Pizza Fellas Podcast. We're out.
Juice, one thing. Remember, subscribe. You know why? Because the Pizza Fellas said so. That's why.
That's right.
That's a good reel.
Woo!
Bruno!
It's easy, right? You're not so nervous.
Bruno, that's Vinny
I know, you just
and
wait.
Rosie.
All right, guys, we are back. And excuse me, I'm eating the pizza here. Vinny, Rosa, this is great pizza. Good, very good pizza.
Thank you.
Very good.
Got a good cheese, good sauce. I like it a lot.
Great
Very good.
undercarriage. Great undercarriage. I got to say, those ovens are banging.
Yeah.
Those are the old school ovens.
Can't get them
The
up.
bodies. You know, in New York, where Body's at, the factory for those ovens you have is still there to this day.
Is it really?
Yeah, Nick Batty. I went down there when I was building Biagio.
Yeah.
So I bought a bunch of stuff from him. And we were talking about the ovens. And he says, well, come on. Took me for a tour. It's like going back in time.
Yeah. It's
Going
nice
back,
to see.
it's incredible. Yeah. You would never know. It's a giant L, and it's probably like 20 feet wide, going straight down, and then it goes to the right. And they build those ovens still the same way to this day. You know, and you can't be those stones in the oven. You can't. Yeah. Oh my God! You can't
when you
find
gotta
it.
change one of them, forget it. You know what I mean?
Well, parts got to be difficult.
Well, it is hard to find parts.
We got to do a shot, Sal.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's do a shot. Cheers.
Salute.
Salute to Palace Pizza.
Thank you.
So I got to finish chewing.
Oh, that's good stuff. Again, we are drinking
I love this shit.
Adictivo,
I really do.
and Yayo. This shit is amazing.
That's delicious.
It's good. The pizza was good. All right, that was awesome. Also, we want to give you guys this. Here you go, Vinny and Rosa, just so you guys are Pizza Podcast certified now.
Another hat?
You got these shirts up. There you go. You got the hat there. You put that up.
Hold on, Joe.
We'll be getting stickers, too, so that we can post that on there. You put it on your
Rosie,
door.
That's Vinny's. That's yours.
There you go.
Thank you.
There we go.
There it is. There you go. Good. Look good in it already.
You know,
I like it.
I got to say, though, off camera, there was a story told. So Vinny didn't know if it would be good for being on camera. But Vin, those dentures, you got to tell that story right now. You got to, you got to tell the story. All right. So, lead us into it.
So, you know.
Turn the mic to, yeah, go ahead.
One night, you know, I'm at the pizza shop and I'm working on the line. And I bring an order up front. And there's these people they were at the bar drinking over on the other side. And they were up front. They were talking shit. My brother was making pizza. My wife was on the counter, you know, very busy. And they're talking shit. You know, they're like, hey, you know.
6 o'clock at night.
6 o'clock, the middle of dinner.
You're still serving dinner. So.
Middle of dinner. There's all kinds of people in there, kids, everything. They were mad because the jukebox wasn't all the way up. So you know, I said, you know what I mean?
6 o'clock.
Can you believe that shit? You know what I mean? So I said, hey, you guys got to leave the fucking store. And they got all mad, you know. So I told the guy, if I got to come around this counter, I'm going to knock your teeth down your throat. So he takes his dentures out and slaps them on the counter. So I fucking slapped him off the fucking counter, and I fake punched him, like, just in the air, and he went to block it, and his wife was standing next to him, and he fucking punched her in the fucking head. You know what I mean?
Punched her in the head.
And they're outside telling my father, you know, like, this guy got to get fired, this, that, I'm going on a morning call. I mean, this was a long time ago, but My father told him, that's my kid. What are you talking about,
Yeah.
Come on, get real. You know what I
They
mean?
were being assholes, and at the end of the day, they got what they deserved.
They were being assholes. They upset the bartender. They upset the waitresses. You know what I
They
mean?
upset the people in the bar.
You know what I'm saying?
In the restaurant.
And everybody was clapping when they left. You know what I mean? Thank God, like we can eat our cheesesteak in peace.
Yeah.
Whatever. You know what I mean?
I love this story.
That's
I
great.
love this story, man.
That is a good story.
What
So
do we got?
when you guys started now that you guys are in the business full time, coming up, going through, you got COVID happening and stuff like that. Well, how'd you guys handle all that situation? Because it was a tough time.
So my dad was still alive when
Yeah.
COVID started, and it was a real scary time, obviously, for everyone. He was afraid of getting sick with COVID. It was like, a thing that we all got used to. Like,
Yep.
Because he was older.
In the beginning, it was very slow. It was me and my dad, or him and my dad, or my other brother still worked there at the time. It was only really us working. We couldn't really afford to have other people. If we could keep one or two to help them out, we did it.
Right.
But
You didn't know what was to come.
a lot of people were afraid to be out working though during that time, so nobody really wanted to be out.
I mean, we had a slew of workers that ended up talking to each other, and they realized that if they went on unemployment, we couldn't block it.
Yeah.
So we had like about 6 employees all at the same time because they were going to be paid by this fucking guy in the White House and the
Right,
group that are
yeah.
like them.
So-
to sit home and be a fucking jerk off.
Yeah.
And then we tried to block it, and you couldn't do shit. You couldn't do shit
No.
during COVID. They had to get fucking paid.
But as much as you tried to get help,
And they
you
got paid a lot. That's
You know what I found out after COVID? Not to change that. Do you realize there was owners that did that?
Oh, sure,
Oh, yeah.
sure.
There was there was a couple that came in. They own a business.
Situation.
And they would complain to me, oh, shit, during COVID, oh, we got the unemployment, we got this, we got that. I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, we got you didn't know that? I was like, oh, I knew I had to fucking work. I mean, what are you talking about? Like, I knew I had to fucking work. You're telling me you collected? Oh, yeah, you could have collected during
So they
COVID.
sat home.
What's the matter? No, they were open, still doing like, takeout.
Yeah.
But they fucking were collecting on the dime that we have to pay.
Well,
I was in utter shock.
It's always
the
struggle for the
businesses
middle
that were
class.
able to get help during that time, you still had to pay it back.
Right? No,
So-
not that thing. They don't have to pay it back. I mean, it was crazy.
There was one or two that my dad had filled out that we had to pay back, like because for payroll, we got help with the payroll, but then after a couple of years, we had to pay it all back. I don't
Really?
know. Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
I don't know. There's so much shit that went on during that time. I have to look at it and say to myself, it formed a whole fucking
It was a
an
disaster.
idiot group of shit.
I'm telling you.
I mean,
It almost ruined the country.
Yeah.
know?
Well, it has ruined the country. Look where the fuck we're at.
yeah, and I think that's what kind of also had a lot to do with my dad being stressed because we have 3 separate stores. Like, we have 3 separate rents.
Yes.
How do you afford to pay 3 separate rents when you're not making it? So that, that was hard for us. Like, that was another thing that we had to pay back.
Were you
after
guys
so
doing
long.
curbside at that time? Were you doing?
did it all, whatever we could.
Wait, did you put up a glass like a?
No, we shut down
My dad
the other
didn't believe in
side.
that, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
put that- all that shit up,
That's when DoorDash and Grubhub became part of our lives.
All of us.
Yeah,
All of us.
that's where we.
And then it's like...
I'm thankful for them
Check your
because
phone.
if it wasn't for that service during that time, it would have been a lot harder.
Yeah. So, did you guys change your hours during that time? Obviously,
So, we
beer, alcohol sales had to
So
go up. No?
after a few months,
Oh,
though,
yeah.
like
Yeah, everybody was
Everybody
drinking.
went.
it just started getting crazy on takeout because we were only doing takeout. We had the side shut off, but we have that whole side over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
And he couldn't wait for the fucking bar to reopen, be able to open because let me tell you something. These people are coming in, they're checking you left and right. You know what I mean? They like take you away from your work, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh yeah,
is this up to date? Is that up to date? Blah 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 blah. Yeah, we got fucking wipes on every fucking corner. We're wiping everything down.
Yeah.
Alcohol wipes. Yeah, we know
You have
what's
to
going
follow
on.
the rules because
You know
you're
what I
running
mean?
a real
And you guys are a bar, so you had to follow even more
You know what I
extreme
mean? But we
rules.
didn't
Yeah.
even.
We shut
We
the
had
whole
we had a
bar down.
divider.
Oh, you had
we put a
divider.
divider up to close it down. Just the pizzeria side was on.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So then
Right.
it started getting crazy busy on takeout with the Grubhub and the DoorDash and the takeout. It was just started getting crazy busy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
And,
Sometimes I miss that part of.
I wish we could go back to that. I'm not gonna lie either, because
I think we all wish we could go back to that.
You know what I mean?
Right, Bruno?
It's like somebody's calling your name every 5 seconds, whether it be a customer or the employees.
But you know what? During COVID, did you find? I found people were much more patient. Like with curbside, with everything.
They started to get patient.
They were patient because they saw, listen, this is the only game in town.
What are you going to do?
I mean, we were running curbside, was going all the ways out to Cedar Crest. I had to go by, like those construction things?
Yeah.
I called up the one company over here, Uline.
Yeah.
I spent like $3,500, $4,000 one day, sent the van over.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Yeah.
So I would come up with ideas, and then I would say, well, I could buy this. I had the guy who runs Target, the GM.
Yeah.
He comes up, he goes, listen, my man, if you don't get this shit together, it's out of control. That was the first Friday of curbside, right after that Tuesday. I was like, what the fuck happened? He goes, I had my security guards out there. So I was like, doing what? He goes, your cars are all over the place. So I was like, all right, I'll take care of it. Yeah. I went out, but I got signs made, went all the way up, and we put them in line. We put them in line.
You got to go with the times. It's almost like you got to roll with the punches. You know what I mean?
That's what we all were doing.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
I would say though, my dad was really strict on us, like following the rules. Like he was like, make sure your mask is on. Like make sure this gets done. Make sure that gets done. Like he was very like, he did not want like.
Yeah,
to
nothing
lose
to happen.
Any more customers over like not following the rules. You know what I mean? Like you need to do this for them.
No, I understand. Yeah. It was a tough time for everyone.
It was, and honestly,
but you got through it.
I'm more on Vinny's side. We were more like this. People would ask you have the mask on. Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah.
My dad was telling me left and right to put the fucking mask on.
I'm on a 600-degree
mask
oven
on for 14 hours a day. It's like you're breathing.
Listen,
but the customers come in with the fucking mask down too.
That cocksucker Fauci said you got to worry about your quarantine. My quarantine was 28 people working inside the store, 26, whatever it was. Yeah. And I'd look at people, I said, I'm in my fucking quarantine. You're over there.
Yeah.
All right? You want it? Take it.
And you're with the same people every day.
This is my quarantine.
It's not like you're
I went
going
to Giant, and it was like outside they had these X's, like 6 feet apart. And I'm like, you got 4 people in an aisle? You know what I mean?
Go by the mic.
You go to the grocery store during that time.
You know what I'm saying? You got 4 people in an aisle. Everybody got masks on. They got these shields on.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What I mean? They're walking around with sanitizer, like the big ones. You know what
I mean? There was no bars open. You go to a Home Depot or Lowe's after you close the shop. It was like a nightclub. 9 o'clock at night, people were looking for something to do. Let's go hang out in Lowe's. Look, the rumor has it, Wawa's and those kind of places became pickup joints. Mm-hmm. Guys were going in there, and when we were going there to see if they get a piece of fucking ass. You had to hold the donut a certain way and put pineapple up here.
You know what I mean? They're just over there looking for whatever.
Guys walked in with upside down pineapples. Oh, I got a flamingo. I got a flamingo in Wawa. Anybody interested? And then the next time we'll be over the head. My address.
Fuck, right?
We're there.
Seriously,
we're there.
Meanwhile, we're all of us are working our asses off. You know what I mean? And these people are out there acting like fools. You know what I'm saying?
it was a crazy time.
And it's always these people that don't have what you have that try to tell you how to run what you got. You know what I mean?
They never been in your shoes.
You know what I mean? They don't have a business. They tell you how to run your business.
Yeah.
They don't have kids. Hey, this is how you got to raise your kids. Do you know what I'm saying? It's sad out there, that
things have not gone back to the way that they were before COVID.
They never will.
It is.
It's sad.
It's affected people in a way where their mind, like right now, you got to say it's unfortunate, but when you do see somebody coming in with a mask, you almost feel sorry for them because you wonder what have they been told and what have you been explained? If you're vaccinated, you shouldn't be worried, right?
Imagine walking into a bank 6 years ago, 5 years ago, with a mask on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a good point. But we were walking into places. Actually, you had to do drive-through, I think, during COVID. You had to do. Can I have my change?
Can I have some money, please? You know what I mean?
People are allowed to wear those full masks. Like that's scary.
Yeah, but let's get through it. Yeah. Now, when you guys take over, your father, God rest his soul.
So,
you guys take over. How challenging was it for you guys?
So what was sad for me before my dad died was that day that weekend before he died, he was so happy to fill all the beer coolers up, to get the whole bar back open, because that was April of 2021 where we were allowed to be open full force again. And he was so happy. Everything was stocked. He stocked the coolers himself. Like, he was ready.
Yeah.
And then we had, that weekend, we had Easter, and then that next day he passed away. And no one's seen it coming.
He worked till 4 o'clock that day.
And
He did.
He had a heart attack. So that, for me, is like a hard thing. Like,
Yeah.
to get over
Didn't
that
know it
whole
was coming,
initial.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, you had no idea.
Bang, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And then, you know, to
could
be
happen to
there every
anybody.
day.
It can.
You know?
Without him, like, in my mind, I'm like, how am I going to do this without him? It's not like I can call him and say, Dad, I don't know what to do here. What am I supposed to do? Like, that was me. Like, when
Tough.
he was away.
It all fell on your shoulders.
Yeah, a lot of it. Like, like all the paperwork and all the, like,
And then you
figuring those things out.
you're looking at stuff, you're saying, okay, what's this? Your father knew what everything was.
I
He
would
had all
cry
his
to
ducks in
them,
a
like,
row.
I don't know
I
if I'm
mean,
gonna
like,
do this,
it was
but I figured
different,
it
though,
out.
because my father, he was really, like, I don't want to say, like, tight, but, like, if he didn't need you, hey, go home for the rest of the day, you know? So it was always me, her, and him. You know what I mean? And my brother. So we had a couple girls, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was
very
like,
close.
we-
You didn't have
so
a-
everybody had a role. You know what I'm saying? This is
And then
your
that
role.
got screwed up.
This is your fucking role.
Yeah.
You do this. He does the paperwork. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it was everybody worked together. We all five of us worked together. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it was just like, you know what I mean? He that's just how he was. Like he was just old school. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
That's how
At
we were
at that time, unfortunately, this happens. You guys are going to be opening up the bar. Are your hours, like in COVID, you changed your hours?
Went
We
back to
worked
full hours.
for a whole year straight, all of us, 7 days a week for a whole year. And then,
No days off.
you know, obviously it starts to affect our children too, because we're not home, you know, they miss us.
Yeah.
So then that's why we decided to start closing a day. Even a day.
So
is
after you
sometimes
opened
not
up the
enough.
bar, this happens, you decide immediately or still going
No,
7 days?
we went 7 days
We went
straight
7
for a
days
whole
for like
year
a year
after my dad
after he
died.
died. It was just me, her. My brother was there for a few months,
Yeah.
and then it was just me and her. And we were doing what we can do. We were running around like maniacs, no joke. You know what I mean? Like, we were fucking drained. We were like zombies. You know what I mean?
our-
Getting hit on Friday nights with your rushes, Saturdays.
I'm one guy. I'm making 300, 400 pizzas on a Friday night. It's one person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Our,
not
It's draining on
most
you.
companies have like 2 guys to make. Even 2 guys would take a load off.
Yeah.
You know what I
Well,
mean?
our
Still to
cousin
this
came
day,
back.
I'm the only guy making pizzas on a fucking Friday night. You know, and
Yeah.
it's just like I know I need a shoulder replacement. No joke.
I
I
know.
need a shoulder replacement. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Like, you know, it's you know what it is.
The tickets keep
You know,
coming, they keep
don't
coming.
fucking stop. You know, which we love. I thank God for our blessings every day. Thank you. You know what I mean? But you know, it's a lot for just 2 people.
The
So-
thing is, it's
Yeah.
hard work.
So right now,
Exactly.
you guys,
you know what it is.
you take over. You guys are doing that,
Well-
and it's the year after the year straight. Did
Yeah.
you feel that it became a little easier with the day off you closed?
Well, I
You
mean,
feel like you've been
At
a little bit
first it
rejuvenated?
was. Yeah, at first it
well,
was.
yeah. I mean, we do everything
Because
in one
a
day.
day off is a fucking day off. You're like, you know, but then the problem is
Get everything
on that day off, you got all the shit to take care of at the house.
Yeah.
Or with your kids.
Yeah.
With the wife or whatever.
Well, now that is expected because you have the time.
and
so
I
now you're
love
saying,
it. I love it. I love it. But you're still tired. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
when do
you're
you
tired.
fucking rest, Joe? You know what I mean? When do you rest? You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, sometimes we get there, we're there at 7 o'clock in the morning. I can't sleep. I'm there 7 o'clock. I have 2 batches of dough done before we even open.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, you got to get there early, especially with your counter.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
you got to
Oh,
build the counter. I mean,
That's
Yeah, you
it.
guys have a very nice counter. A
Yeah,
lot of
that's it.
pizzas.
And
How-
every day.
on another note, tell
It
us
is
about
a
your
lot.
counter. I
It's a
mean,
lot of
you
work.
guys. It looks
Yeah,
like you
tell
guys
us
have
about
anywhere
it.
from 40 to 50 different varieties of things at any time.
So we have 15
Talking the
different-
mic. Talking the mic.
We have 15 different stuffed pizzas, just the stuffed ones alone.
That's a lot
you
of
know?
work. Wow. That's
So
work.
I do halves every day of the stuffed pizzas because they go every day. The whole
Yes.
counter goes every day.
Right.
It just goes. You know, people come in, they bum on, don't heat this. One guy we have, he comes in every other day. He spends
get a lot of-
$80 just in slices.
You get a lot of foot traffic though in that plaza.
It depends. You know what I mean? A lot of
I mean, you
people
got the
come in,
Unimart, you got the bar, you got
for
people.
sure.
You got a
know?
lot going on.
Like it depends. You know, sometimes the parking lot will be packed.
Got the casino next door.
Yeah,
That's right.
you got that right. Yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot about
that
the
is the
casino.
casino.
Thanks,
That
Sam.
motherfucker.
Sam.
I know guys
on point.
that work for me, and he has a split 10 to 2.
Yeah.
Then he'll go home till 4 or 5 o'clock, come back and deliver.
Yeah.
And he'll come back and be like, he'll go like this, and he'll show me of like
He's hitting like a
$2,500. He goes,
motherfucker, right?
I just stopped at the mini mart, put in 20 bucks,
quick,
won
real quick.
2,500.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
a good
what
deal
the
over there,
fuck?
but
We don't see what they're
sometimes,
spending to get that, though. You know
But
what I
it's
mean?
just funny.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
That place is fun. But anyway, so your counter, 15 different
it's-
stuffed
we
pizzas.
get in there in the morning, and I mean, we I think we go through like 40 pounds of steak a day. So we get that packaged up like for steaks. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And if it's cold weather, we'll make our soup. But then I get going. We do the deep dish. Sometimes I'll do them on the square. Those Sicilian square pans. I just do them like thin crust on the Sicilian. Because it's like I try to do 4 of each. I don't do the whole pie because I hate if at the end of the night I don't want to waste shit. You know what I mean? But I mean, I'll do 10 of those half and half, and then I'll do another 10 on the thin crust. And then I make like 4 deep dishes. You know what I mean? And we put all our stuffed slices out. I mean, it's.
I see you got rice balls on there.
Oh, rice balls! Oh, yeah. My grandfather. That recipe is from Shaka, Sicily. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's an old recipe. I'm the only one
Was
that
potato croquettes too you had on there? Did I see those there?
We used to have them, but then we started wasting them.
jalapeno
People
balls.
lost interest in them. You know what I mean?
Actually, for waste, we do something for the end of the night. It's called Too Good to Go.
Yeah, it would actually be perfect
It
for
would
you
be
guys.
perfect. It's guys that have sliced, and at the end of the night, we put out so many orders of what we have.
Yeah.
And I mean, look, better to get some money because
throw
we're
it out.
throwing it out.
Yeah. I
So
agree.
you know what I mean.
agree.
So if
Yeah,
you're getting
sure.
$5,
Do like a
$6
mix
bucks.
and match.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they pay $5.29 for a bag,
Yeah.
and then we
What do you
give
put
them.
it in a bag?
Yeah, I put them in brown bags from Egypt Star, like our Egypt Star Bakery bread. They put in brown bags. We use
Okay.
the
we
leftover.
reuse them too.
Yeah, and I just put it in there. I'll put it in a
they give you a lot of
styrofoam.
bags. I mean,
But-
and they got a stockpile.
And the
of
best is they
fucking
package
bags.
the
I wanna
bread
sell
for
them
you.
back to them.
And the bread is packaged in the thing. You don't have to take it out of the box.
Yeah.
It's like a great thing the way they do it.
But so they pay $5.29, and then you put $15 worth of food in, and they pay you $15.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you get paid every like 2-3 months. Like
Right.
it's
Yeah, it's
quarterly.
like quarter.
not-
But I mean, it's
which
what's
is
it
fun.
called?
Too good to go.
Too
So
good to
tonight,
go.
like I sold 6 of them
Yeah,
on a
yeah.
Tuesday, and now we just made 6 times 15, made that money right off
Yeah,
of it,
yeah,
and we
yeah.
would have just thrown it out.
We got to look into that.
Well, we try.
So
to
I
sell
put like
most of
4
ours.
slices.
So there used
no,
to be
we do
this-
too, but when you have 100
time.
slices
There used
and
to
you
be
sell
this-
86,
Yeah,
you
for
ever
sure.
the
try-
You're still
16,
making
the
something
14
coming
you're
in,
throwing
yeah.
away, you sell.
You're not wasting
Yeah.
it all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes we do like little things like the mix and match, or we'll
Like
do
towards the end of the night.
Yeah, or we'll do like we let them pick, or they'll let us pick. We'll put like 5 slices
Yeah.
in a box, and we'll.
Yeah,
sell
we
it
do
for-
that too.
I did that on Saturday
Yeah,
sometimes. I'll be
yeah.
like, let's just do a happy
Just
hour.
fucking go.
Buy 2 slices.
Just
Any
take
2
it.
slices,
We just
get
give
a
it to
free
'em. Here you
gourmet.
go.
Yeah, they just fucking take
Tonight
it.
I had 3 people come in at the end. Let me get 1 slice to go. I gave
Yeah.
them 2 slices each.
Yeah.
And they're like, I was like, just take it. I'm going to
Yeah,
throw it
it's-
away.
you're not
What
gonna
are
throw
you
it
going
away.
to do with
You know
it?
what I mean?
You got lucky.
What are you
Like,
gonna fucking do with it?
I'm going to
Yeah.
throw it away. So
Just
just I'll
save
give
it
it.
till tomorrow and we'll throw it in the
Well,
garbage.
sometimes Vinny will make like certain things on the counter, and then the next day he will make something different, and then somebody will come in and say, "Hey, where's that pizza?
Where's the
had
Clam
yesterday?"
Casino's pizza? The other day I made a pumpkin
try to make what
aioli
people
sauce,
like.
like almost like a fettuccine pumpkin.
Yeah.
And I put it with penne noodles, and the other half I did ravioli. I mean, the whole thing went. The week before, I made salmon.
that's pretty interesting.
Salmon lemon garlic pizza.
Wow.
And it just goes like the shit you think is not going to be good. It's fucking good.
Yeah.
You know
Wow.
what I mean? It's
Yeah.
fucking
That's pretty
good.
fucking interesting.
And it just goes.
You put the
you know?
salmon on cooked or raw?
So I cooked the salmon on the flat top a little bit, like get it cooked,
Okay.
just in case I don't want it to be raw. You know what I mean? And then I chop it up in half or in quarters. It depends how I feel that day, how I want to chop it. You know what I
Right.
mean? And then I make the pie. And now I got 3 different. I got 3 different guys, like 3 different people that come in. They want that pie, the whole pie. I mean, that's a $40 pie. You know
Yeah,
what I
no,
mean?
those are the things you got to sell.
So you know what I'm saying? Like it's. I mean, but we.
I mean, slices when you're selling slices, it makes up for the difference of the cost
Yeah,
of
I
a
mean,
pizza
it's
being,
making
you know,
up for what you
making
know,
profit
yeah.
that you need.
Yeah,
You know, you
exactly.
need to sell that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
How are you though? Let's explain. Tell us about your menu then overall. What kind of menu you have?
So we got like
cheesesteaks, hoagies,
cheesesteaks, hoagies, paninis, calzone, strombolis. All our pizza, but not all our pizzas are on our menu.
Yeah.
Or we need 3 pages.
Same with us.
You know what
same
I mean?
with us.
What are you gonna do? You try to make it like easier for them. It's almost like you got to tell the customer what they want to eat. You know what I mean? Because they got. It's just, how it is when they're this, that, I said I didn't want pickles. No, you didn't, but okay, I'll make you a new one. What are you going to do? You want to keep them happy. You know what I mean?
I do a lot of, I take a lot of pictures of our pies, so I'll put them up. So the best is when somebody calls and, like, a pie that I forgot about that maybe I haven't made in, 2 weeks. And, I saw this picture on it. I'm like, oh, shit, I got to go back. And I got flour home my phone. I'm like,
so much shit. How you gonna
somebody asked about, Joe, can you make this pie? I was like,
you're not writing it down.
Yeah, I don't write nothing. All right, yeah.
What's on my head that day? What am I thinking that day? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's all what you're thinking, what you're doing.
I go into walk-in, I clear them out. You know what I mean? The freezer. I'm like, all right, let me get the eggplant. I get this, I get that. I load everything up. And then I just start throwing
It's a game,
them in.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Whatever. You get a routine. You become into a system. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is what I got to do. This. You know what I mean?
That's good.
And that's what it is. You know what I mean?
You got to be like that.
I mean,
and hey, listen, you guys are
it's
successful.
creativity, though, on a regular basis,
Yeah,
and
that's what it is.
And after it's done,
keeping it new.
Let me ask you a question. Once you're done building it, you just feel like,
oh, man, I go out to my truck and I smoke a fat joint. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, before we start the day over here. You know what I mean?
I would have smoked it for you. I didn't know you smoked.
Look, hey.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Well, cheers to that. Cheers to smoking a joint. Remember, guys, subscribe on YouTube, okay? And then on Spotify, hit that bell, subscribe. Let's get followers here.
Ding.
There you go. We got Vinny and Rosa. Fucking crazy Vinny, bro. He's fucking
best.
dead.
Oh,
All right.
Spend a whole day with him.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it, but we might ask it in the next segment. But again, subscribe, follow us. We'll be back for a quick segment at the end. We're going to talk a little more with them, and we're going to talk about my dad and Antonio's trip to Brooklyn.
Hey, Juice, remember what we said at the Pizza Fellas? Subscribe, because you know why? The Pizza Fellas said so, and do it.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
Good?
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, I got this pumpkin beer right now.
You what?
Pumpkin beer.
How's it?
Oh, that's
Fucking
my
great.
favorite beer.
That
Southern
beer is fucking
Southern
awesome.
Tier pumpkin.
Southern Tier
fucking
pumpkin,
delicious.
fucking good, man. Ugh.
Yeah, really good. Well, we're back, guys, for the third segment here. We got our guests on, Vinny and Rosa from Palace Pizza. Also, we want to get a shout out to our sponsors. Okay, we got all our sponsors here.
So it's Franco's Pizza, 570-822-2168, Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, Filippo and Rosa Belia since 1975. Pocono Brewery, Pocono Brewery Company.
Fucking shots are kicking in.
Yeah, am I saying that right?
Yes,
yeah,
you're fucking saying it. Look, turn the fucking cameras. You're over here fucking side angle.
Swiftwater and Lehigh Valley.
He's all shook up. He's all shook up.
TNY Construction.
TNY Construction.
Tony Nassar, Nick Yusuf.
And Dickface Oliver Nasri with Lehigh Valley Pizza Shops.
And we got the juicemaneditor.net too. All right. So we're going to take a shot. Oh, we got to give a shout out to Vinny's boy. Is that your friend?
My friend Eddie.
Eddie. There he is.
What is it?
Oh, he's really your friend.
What's the name of your company?
New Beginnings.
New Beginnings, the hard landscape.
Okay.
New Beginnings,
New
hard
Beginnings.
landscape. In the
Sounds
house.
good.
And then we got Bruno Scipione here.
As usual.
He's one of the cast members here on the show.
We got my
I think we
father-in-law
gotta make him
here.
honor. He's
That's
on
Colby.
Colby Kent's here. There's my father-in-law. There we go. All right.
Can I say something quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Vinny and Rosie, no matter what, the shoes you had to fill, this and that, I love you forever. And I got your back forever, no matter what happens. Love you.
Cheers.
There you go.
Cheers to
Shout out to that. Very nice.
Hey,
Well,
with
let's take a shot.
Salute.
Let's take a shot to that. Here we go.
I just took a shot 2 minutes ago.
That was
And also, guys, Before we move on, subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Spotify, hit that bell. All right. And now we're going to quick talk about my dad and Antonio took a trip to Brooklyn this past Sunday. And we're going to start off. Go ahead, Antonio. How was it?
All right, so when Joe and I take trips, it's pre-planned. So this trip started not this week, last week. Well, it all started because of my fault. Because I said John's of Avenue U and it's Joe's of Avenue U.
And then I repeated you.
Right, and he's like, we got to make it better. We got to go there. Okay, so we'll go. So it was myself, Joe, Georgette, and Carly.
Yes.
So I pick up Joe around 11-ish.
Yeah.
Here at Joe's house. And we take off.
We
nice
go.
rock. Well, there was a bump in the road.
Yeah. We get to Easton, and we're passing the gas station up on the side there. I think it's called Bob's or something. So, I don't know, something happened in the road, and I take my early morning medicine. Next thing I look at him, I was like, take that P-Burger and go over there right now. I says, he goes, what's the matter? He says, I ain't making it to New York. I says, this guy drops me off in freaking Lowe's, and I got to go search for the freaking toilet over there.
After a good 20 minutes, right, Georgette? Good 20 minutes. Then we finally take off.
I left him. I'm like going through the store. Geez, where the hell is it?
Yeah.
If you had a camera on me, I'm like sweating. I gotta get there.
Yeah. So we finally drive. We're talking a little bit. We're talking a lot. Boom, we get to Brooklyn. Find parking in the same parking spot where we parked last time.
Unbelievable.
So we park, door closes, all that good shit, and we walk in.
Same table.
Well, before that, they're going. We're walking in, and there's a hot table. So we're sitting down already, right? And we're waiting for Joe. But where the fuck is fucking
I'm
Joe?
on the hot table. Right?
He's over there like he's picking out a puppy. Oh, maybe that one. Maybe that's one. Then he sits down. Then he comes back. They got this, and this. Okay, so let's just order. So there's no menu. There's actually a placemat, which is the menu.
Yeah.
And some of it is a lot of it is in Italian.
But when we go out to eat, like, we just order plates. So
Yeah.
and then a lot of times he'll say to me, Joe, just start to order. And then I just say something. He's like, yeah. So I just start, like, give us this. And then give us this. And the girls are looking at us like, what do you want? Shut up. Everybody's eating. It's for the whole fucking table. What are you guys complaining about? We'll take on the leftovers. Give us this. Give us that. Give us... we'll take this. We'll take that. And the waitress is kind of...
So you know, we're getting pasta with sea urchins. We're getting tripe. He wanted 2 baked clams. I said to the lady, no, 1. Then we got mussels. Then we got sausage and potatoes.
But
then we got a
2 baked
calamari
clams.
salad with octopus. Then we got panelle. Then we got melza. Then we got sardines.
Sardines. Oh, they were good.
Spadini.
Stuffed
Stuffed
artichoke.
And shout out to Steve from Brooklyn.
Yes. Oh, we met our buddy Steve from Brooklyn.
He was sitting in front of us, and
if you see him on the,
we started
live,
to
he's
mingle.
on there.
All right, so it got to the point that we started eating. The food wasn't fully there yet, and this waitress is just... we ate like it was the last fucking supper. And it just... to one point...
That's how we got the pasta with the sea urchins.
Right.
Because the table was full of food. And then all of a sudden the menu, my plate moved. I looked, I saw linguine with the sea urchins. I was like, oh, wait, time out. We gotta order this. So he's like, what are you talking about? We got pasta. So I was like, excuse me, give us this linguine with the sea urchins. So she looks at me, she's like, you want the linguine? Yeah, bring the sea urchin. The linguine. And that's how that plate
She was
came.
in shock.
She was in shock.
I mean... the girls ate what they could eat, but it was a disarray of it was...
Food was everywhere.
So we went actually in food coma. Okay. No, like for real.
At one point, my head dropped.
So we filmed a little bit in there as well. And then, I mean, it was we were there, an hour and a half, right, Georgette?
At least an hour.
About an hour and a half. So we're taking takeout to go. We ordered food to go as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the tripe.
Ordered tripe to go.
So now it's time to pay, time to go. And, of course, Joe has to go to the bathroom. So So he goes to the bathroom. We go back to the car. Where do you want to go now?
Pizza.
No.
Oh, Villavant.
Oh, let's go get pastries.
Yeah, let's get pastries.
Let's go pastries. And, we're not fucking normal. So when we go get something, it's always to the fucking extreme.
It's ridiculous.
So, we're full. And we ordered ours. I'm waiting for him. He's ordering. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get a gelato. I got a gelato. I got a coffee.
So he's doing the
I'm doing that. Yeah. And I'm like, where the fuck is he?
So I'm over there ordering
So
the
he's over there
pastries.
by the pastries, and I see him go like this. So I'm like, all right, he's ordering whatever he's ordered. Georgette's in La La Land this way, and Carly's looking like a fucking model over here. I'm like, but what is he fucking doing? So he comes out. All you see him turn around with a fucking cannoli in his mouth. He goes, this is so good. Dude, we just ate 73 fucking pounds of food. You're eating a fucking cannoli?
I thought it was good. You got to want some? He's like,
Okay.
Always room for dessert.
So we leave. We walk, and Georgette has to buy 2 Chinese fucking brooms.
Wait, you said to me, go.
Bring me the broom.
That's the air.
He goes, wait. He goes to me, you want a coffee? I says, yeah.
He got a latte.
I said, give me a cafe latte with my granola.
Please bring me this fucking broom. It's for fucking midgets. Give me the broom. What is this fucking thing? Searching all over New York with it. Bring it here.
We had to use the app on the phone for a translation
Look
to find
at this
it.
fucking broom.
That thing got superpowers.
What the?
Well,
What
it's
the
good for
fuck
her.
you do
She's
with
short.
this thing? She bought 2. It's from the Wuhan province. I don't know what the fuck it is.
We had to use an app on the phone to make a translation to find this
Yeah.
thing. And I mean, this was incredible. It was 20 minutes to find a fucking broom.
So then,
we're holding we're standing out there
Yeah.
holding the pastries, and finally we all look at each other. The car's right fucking there. Let's
yeah.
put them inside the car.
So putting the stuff in the car was dramatic as well, because we had food, pastries, brooms.
we had 4 bags from Joe's.
Yeah.
And now we had to get.
So
4
now we
bags.
leave. So we're looking for I don't know what we're looking for.
We want pizza. We wanted pizza.
Something like that.
So we were going.
No.
Salamadia. We
Yeah.
We searched for the salad.
Oh, we were looking for meat.
Yeah,
Because we didn't have enough food that day.
We wanted the pork store.
So we were going to a point, but they were closed, unfortunately, because we would have cleaned them
searched
fucking out too.
4 different places closed.
So,
I mean, we would have spent some money.
of course, as we always.
Oh my God!
So then we take off, and we're like, you know what? Let's go see our friend Kenny Cole that owns Hook Pizza in Red Hook. Shout out to Kenny.
Kenny at Hook.
So we go there. I'm like, guys, and I said this. I said, we can't be fucking serious. We're gonna order pizza. We just ate.
I said, yeah, we're ordering pizza.
So we ordered a pizza.
So they had me.
He
pick
does
out
wood
the
burning
pizza.
oven. He does a wood burning. The ambiance there is incredible.
Awesome. If you ever in
The
Red Hook,
fucking drinks are off the hook.
delicious.
I had this lavender.
That was
I don't even
fucking
fucking know
great.
what the fuck I had.
Lavender martini, probably.
No,
No, it had no alcohol in it. It was
had no
absolutely
it was like a
off the
lavender
hook.
tea.
it was
tea. It's probably a tea.
no, it was like a
Oh,
it was
mocktail.
a mocktail.
Yeah, it was a mocktail.
Oh,
yes,
so
that's
it's
it.
It was lemonade,
martini, I'm saying, but-
ginger
No
beer,
alcohol,
lavender,
no alcohol.
rosemary.
Mocktail.
It was fucking great.
But did it come in a martini glass?
No, it came in
yeah,
a
tall
like a
glass.
stem
tall,
glass.
like
yeah,
Collins glass.
yeah, Collins glass. Excellent.
glass.
He had red wine.
Yeah, I had Sanjay Vase.
Carly had a spiced.
Oh, that was fucking great.
Spiced what? A spiced margarita, which
Extra
was out of this
spicy.
fucking world.
Yeah.
The pizza was great. And we leave there. We drive, and now he wants to go to Grimaldi's. Do you understand
Yeah,
what Grimaldi's is? It's a pizzeria. We're leaving a pizzeria to go to a pizzeria.
Why not? We're there.
So
Like, we got to go eat.
we go to Grimaldi's.
Go to the bathroom and come back out and we fill. That's it.
Yeah. So we go to Grimaldi's and trying to get to that side of Grimaldi's.
We spent an hour.
Just trying to finagle around it, but there was no parking, and there was a pizzeria next door called Giuliana's.
Oh, the line.
The line was
The
past
line
Grimaldi's.
was 100 yards. It was past Grimaldi's. It was like, we got to fucking go.
Yeah.
They open 4 o'clock every day.
So
That's gotta be a
we
spot
couldn't
to hit.
we couldn't get parking, and I'm like, you know what? Let's get going. So we got going.
Oh, wait. And by the way, I don't know how they got there, but there is a shitload of PizzaFellas stickers all over Brooklyn. And
You believe this shit?
I don't know who the fuck did it.
Did that?
Yeah,
But everywhere I went, I saw stickers. So somebody must have did us a favor and put them all
On
over the
polls,
fucking
on
place.
the vandalism.
Polls, somebody
Vandalism.
did that shit. Who
but
the hell is it?
I do have to say one thing. Your fucking outfit
Oh, it was the best.
was hilarious. I said to Ashton, I saw the
best?
picture on Facebook. And I said, only fucking Antonio would wear a fucking full red Italian jumpsuit. Fucking sweatsuit.
I'm going to Brooklyn.
To fucking
And
Brooklyn.
that's what he said to me. He goes, I'm wearing a
Big
jumpsuit.
I was going to wear chains. I wasn't allowed.
He looked like
I was going to wear 6 chains. I was stopped at the door.
You know how they changed Aunt Jemima from the black lady to whatever she is now? They're gonna change the Kool-Aid Man to fucking
To
you.
me.
You looked like that. You were
So
you
I
look
leave.
good though. You look
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, he looked great.
You look
So
good.
we leave. I'm like, all right, it's time to leave. So we leave. And
Well, we were
it's-
going to go to Staten Island to Red
Yeah.
Tomato.
Yeah, but
then they closed.
Yeah, they closed.
It was closed. So at that
so we're
time,
through Staten Island, and we got home fucking quick.
Yeah, we did.
So the day's not over until we stop at Bourbon Street.
So you stopped at the
So we stopped at Bourbon Street in Phillipsburg.
And then I'm not going to say the name, but then I was like, well, we're here. Why don't we stop at that other place, get pizza? And he looked at me. He's like, come on.
I was like, no, I'm not stopping. So we spent $500,000 in fucking Bourbon
my
Street.
God. First,
And-
we went in. We didn't pull a carriage, so we didn't have a cart because we said we're getting 2 things. That's it. The next thing you know, I was like, Gigi, go get the cart. I just get a cart. So she looks at me, over there. She gets the cart, and then we filled that fucking thing up.
Oh, and give me that tequila that I bought.
Oh yeah. Wait.
All right, I got to.
No, not that one.
Not that one.
Way to go, Eddie.
How's he supposed to know?
Do not.
To the girl at Bourbon Street, you failed to tell me something. This is Kim Kardashian's tequila.
And she convinced the 2 of us. Like, we had a better
No,
one
not
than
Kim.
that.
It's her younger sister.
Who the fuck ever?
One of the Kardashians.
I'm coming for you tomorrow. I'm returning this.
I'll buy it back if you don't like it. She said it.
I
heard
had a
it.
bottle of tequila in my hand, but you told me no.
This is better. This
Am
is
I
better.
right?
Disgusting.
Yeah, this is better.
You know who you are.
And we looked at each other just like we just did now, and we both went, this is better. We
This-
said
right.
it on the dime.
Right.
This
so
is
this
a
is
lot better.
so this is coming back tomorrow, and I want the fucking original tequila that I was getting.
We bought Samurai bottles in giant boxes. We got fucking 1.5 liter. I don't even know what the fuck we bought. It
Well,
just was going in.
So you guys had a good
Great
day.
time.
Great time.
Actually, we're going to be going again on Sunday.
They're gonna be
Yeah.
going.
The Four Musketeers again. No, it's actually going to be 5. Yeah.
She's coming?
Yeah. So Carly's friend Stacy's coming. I don't want to
Stacy's
shout
coming.
you out, but I will.
She ate your cannoli.
Well,
It's actually Bruno's friend, Stacy.
Wait, she ate your cannoli.
Yeah, she ate my fucking cannoli.
She ate his cannoli.
I'm
unbelievable.
fucking home. Want to eat the cannoli? Fucking
Oh,
Carly
the
gives it to fucking
Casad.
Stacy.
How about the Casad? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
The
That was my
Casad
fuck,
from
yeah.
there. How about the Casada?
Casada was great.
Oh, the Casada is fucking so
So this
good.
adventure,
Oh,
we're going to
my
go a
God.
little bit off ethnic. We're going to go to Katz's Deli. So whoever wants to meet us there, meet us there. We're gonna have a
Russ
pastrami
and
sandwich.
Daughters. We're going to go to Russ and Daughters.
Russ and Daughters. And then from there, we're going to go to 4 pizzerias. One of them I actually know. The other 3 I don't. But
we have a porta potty that we got that goes on the back of your car. So we just called today. So we're actually going to hook it up like you would have like one of those, the trailer behind your car. It's a trailer porta potty.
So
we have our own bathroom.
So
It's
this
fucking
episode,
awesome.
this trip to New York, I'm actually going to film on a GoPro. I am. And we're going to get some snippets of it, right, Juice? I'm going to give them to you. You're going to do whatever you need to do with them. It's going to turn out
It's gonna be
great.
fun. It's a good thing. Remember, guys, PizzaFellas podcast. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Spotify. Big shout out to Vinny and Rosa. Thank you for coming, guys.
Fantastic
It was great
guests.
pizza.
Palace Pizza.
Fantastic
Let's go down and run down.
So it's Palace Pizza, 3690 Lehigh Street. You're in a shopping center, correct?
Yes.
Whitehall, Pennsylvania. What's the shopping center called? It doesn't fucking matter. Who gives a shit? Palace Pizza, 610-433-8190 since 1985. God bless the dead. Your father was an amazing man.
Listen, if
Unfortunately,
you're in Whitehall,
he's not
you
here,
gotta
but
stop.
in memory, he is. Dominic Galuzzo from Shaka Palermo. Now, Vinny and Rosie took over. God bless you both.
Yeah,
And listen, big shout out to Josephine. She's a beautiful woman.
Yes.
Yes.
Their mother, Josephine, is a saint. And
Love you,
I'm going
Mom.
to tell you, she's one of the most wonderful women I've ever met in my life.
She's the best.
She really is. Josephine
keep
is,
doing
is,
what you're
is
doing.
just a charm.
And one last thing, we always ask our guests before we go out, any word of advice for business owners nowadays, coming up, or your younger age, anything.
Advice, good story, anything. Vinny, you probably have a good story.
I mean,
Rosalia,
honestly, as hard as it is, more mental.
Stick with it.
Just do your best to stay together. And I mean, me and Vinny, we bump heads the most.
And charge.
Just have to day by day. That's
No,
it.
good. Yeah.
Talk it out, fight it out. I don't know.
Vinny, anything
Vinny,
for
you got one good last story for us? You got a good story?
If you're starting a business now, good luck. You know, do your research. Do your studying, you know. Promote it. Do the best you can do. Don't give up. You know, what are you going to do? You give up, then next thing you know, you're at the casino, and it doesn't work out.
I mean, it's scary.
So good luck.
Yeah, there you go. Well, hey.
One day at a time.
One day at a time. Good. Well, guys, again, subscribe, follow. Thank you to Vinny. Thank you to Brother Pal's Pizza in Whitehall.
Can I just say one thing?
Guys.
Yes, go right
Just
ahead.
one thing. As you know, if you look at the table, a donkey's missing, which is Oliver. I don't know where he claims he's in Florida. I don't think he's in Florida. I think he's in Emmaus.
He sent pictures.
I don't fucking
at
think
the
so.
fucking Hilton.
Well, fuck you, Oliver, if you listen to this,
Jeez.
because I
Oyster.
can't fucking yell at nobody today. But I'll call you tomorrow and yell at you. But we
Hey.
love you. Oh, I'm not gonna go there. Never mind.
Yeah.
No,
All
I'm
right.
not gonna
Well,
go.
we'll be out, guys. Thanks for again. Remember, subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Spotify, hit that bell. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks.
Thank
Vinny.
you.
God bless.
It's a PizzaFellas podcast. Turn your speakers up, we better have a blast. Grab a drink, fill a glass, light a cigar, come on, let's make it last. Pizza Talk with Sal and Joe, Oliver, Antonio. Pizza stories, they gon' tell us. Let's have some fun with the PizzaFellas.